Hi, it's Rob from ByteFLASH here, and today we're going to have a look at the new autoresponder that's been in the old file service portal for a month or so, but is being improved vastly in the new file service portal that we're currently rolling out. The new portal, as of the recording of this video, is only available to some beta testers, but if you're watching this in a couple of weeks' time, this will be the file service portal you're used to anyway. Firstly, I will log in, and you will see the autoresponder is located just below the file service here on the left hand side on the tuning autoresponder. So we'll click that, and you've got two options. You've got create a project and my projects. So under my projects, you'll have autoresponder projects you've previously worked with. You can do support tickets in here. You can view the project. We'll go over that in a little bit. For now, we're going to create a new project so you can see how it works, and we're going to go through sort of how this works, what it is, what it does, when to use it, and when not to use it. So create a project first. We will do a demo vehicle here. So I'm just going to put a registration number in as demo, and we're going to say that this is a Mercedes C-Class 205 diesel, and it is a 220 CDI. And then we're going to attach the original file from the vehicle. This one is an internal flash. It was read OBD on Flex via OBD full. Basically, the file you need to upload to the autoresponder is whatever file has the maps memory area in. So if it's OBD maps, if it's OBD internal flash, if it's bench internal flash, if it's bench external flash, like some CP11 Jaguar Land Rovers, you can't get it wrong, because if you upload a file that's not the maps, it's not going to find any projects for you anyway. So it's not like you can make a mistake. If you're unsure, upload one of the files that you've read from the vehicle, see if there's any matches. If there isn't, try the internal flash. If you try the external, and so on and so forth. So we'll upload the internal flash, and then we'll click to upload, and we'll give it a couple of seconds to upload. Once that has uploaded, it's going to go through and it's going to look at the projects that are available. So what this autoresponder is doing is, it's not AI tuning, it's not automated solutions. I'm really not a fan of those. They like making mistakes. They're trying to be too clever, in my opinion. This is why you hear a lot of things online. Oh, this is probably an automated solution, that's why it didn't work. What this autoresponder is doing is it is giving you projects that are already in our database. They've been tried, they've been tested, they've basically been supplied to other customers through the tuning file service, and the autoresponder goes through and makes a lot of checks that nothing can say the EGR solution or the stage 1 solution that's on the database is different in your original read. So it knows it can move that over. It's exactly how it should be. If there's any differences, you won't get offered the project. You're not going to be combining projects, because again, that's how automated solutions cause problems, because a solution for one subsystem may conflict with another subsystem. So what's going to happen is you're going to need to submit to the tuning file service for anything that basically isn't a pre-made project. We're trying to keep this as safe, as tried, as tested as possible. If this project is available to you, it's been supplied to somebody else, it's compatible with your read, so it can be written with whatever tool you read it with. It's a completely ready to write, already tested solution. So in the case of this one, we can see the following projects are available and compatible with your original file. So we've got EGR swirl flaps, stage 1 EGR, stage 1 EGR swirl flaps. I'll move this up because you may not be able to see it with me in the corner. Stage 1 and start stop, and then a start stop file. So say we wanted stage 1, we will click stage 1. If none of these were relevant, we would transfer it to the tuning file service, and I'll show you how that works later on. So stage 1, because we want a stage 1 for this, we'll click that, and it's now going to queue that for compilation. So that will go off to the server, which will take your original read, it will take our project, it will move those changes in, and then it will tell you that it's ready, which it has done pretty quickly. So we'll go proceed to download. It will cost 1 tuning file service credit, so you're not going to pay any more for the autoresponder, despite the fact that you can jump the queue and get a file really quickly. Likewise, it's not a separate credit. You don't need to be buying autoresponder credits and tuning file credits. They all work together. So if you've got 10 credits on your account, you can do 7 file services, 3 autoresponders, whatever works for you. Purchase and download, and it will basically give us the modified file. So this will be named exactly as they normally would be: ByteFLASH, the reg, stage 1, and then obviously autoresponder. So we know how we got it. We'll save that. We could put that on the vehicle. That will now be under our projects. We can view the project to re-download the file at a later date for free because we've already bought it. We can also create a support ticket for this autoresponder project, and the same normal technical support you're used to is available on an autoresponder project, the same as a tuning file service project. I'm now going to recreate that project so we can have a look at the transfer for if there isn't a project available that you want. So again, we're going to go, this is a Mercedes, it's a C-Class 205 diesel 220, and then we'll select the original read again. It's going to upload, it's going to match again, and then once it's matched, we will instead go, none of these are what we want, and instead of having to fill out the tuning file service form like we would normally do, we can transfer this autoresponder request over. So let's, for example, say that we wanted speed limiter removal. It's not here, or we wanted stage 1 speed limiter. It's not a made project. So we need a custom tuning solution. We can go transfer to the tuning file service. So if I click that, we can see everything is already filled in that we filled in before. It even detected this was a master tool. So we can select the missing bits of information. We can go, we want stage 1 and we want speed limiter off, and it is currently 155 miles an hour. And then we would basically attach the console ID that we normally would to a tuning file request. The file to be modified has already been transferred and is already attached. That is the file that we attach to the autoresponder. And then we'd literally just be able to click submit file request, and it would go through as a normal file request in the same way as if you'd have done a file request before. So just to recap, really, the autoresponder, it's designed for out of hours. You can use it to grab something out of hours because it will work 24/7. You can use it to jump the queue. So if you are logged in and you see that the delivery time is quite high because there's some files ahead of you, again, it's worth looking to see if what you're after is available. But likewise, you can transfer it to the tuning file service, and the tuning file service will always remain because we're not into anything AI. It's only pre-made, tried and tested. And if there's anything you want to send us, fault code scans, notes, anything you think we might need to be aware of, then just stick to the tuning file service for that request. And then the final thing to note on the autoresponder is it does support slave tools if they're a Magic Motorsport Flex slave linked to ByteFLASH. Support for other slave tools will come, but it's not there yet. Master tools, doesn't matter what it is, it will work. You can upload from any tool, and whatever your read area is, the autoresponder will sort that out. If you're using this in a new portal, we hope you're enjoying the new portal as well, and the new layout and the new features of the autoresponder. If you're waiting for the release, then a week or so we should be on general rollout, providing there's no sort of show-stopping bugs found by the beta testers. Again, if you've got any comments or questions about things you would like to see in the autoresponder or in the new portal, drop us a quick message and we'll see what we can do. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.